Hello students, I hope by this time you have gone through my last video in which I had given you the basic introduction of linear equation into variables. Today we will see the solutions of the linear equation into variables. That means a pair of linear equations will be given to you and you are supposed to find out the solution. In my last class I told you that what is the meaning of solution. A pair of linear equations are there in two variables and that value of x and y which satisfy both the equations simultaneously is known as the solution of the linear equation. Now at the very outset I would like to tell you, if two linear equations in x and y are given to you, so it is not necessary that you will have solution all the time. What I mean to say that in order to find out the value of x and value of y, two linear equations are needed. But it does not mean that if two linear equations are given to you, you will be able to find out a solution of it. What I mean to say, just you see over here, solution of a system of linear equation in two variables x and y, it is of two types, consistent and inconsistent. Consistent means there is or are solutions. If two simultaneous linear equations in x and y are having a solution or having some solutions, then we will say that it is consistent. On the other hand, if the pair of linear equation is not having any common solution, then it is known as the inconsistent solution. They are the known that inconsistent system of linear equations. Now we will today learn the graphical method. By graphical method, how we can find out the solution of a pair of linear equations. Now, one thing more, if consistent, if there are solutions, this solution are of two types, unique solution, that means there will be one value of x and one value of y, for which both the equations will be satisfied simultaneously, or infinite solution. That means infinite number of values of x and y for which the system of equations are satisfied. Now let me tell you, our topic is linear equation. Linear, why the word linear? Because it is the first degree equation. And let me tell you, whenever a first degree equation is plotted on the graph, you will get a straight line. So from the line, the adjective form of the noun line, linear, is there, and it is the linear equation. So when a linear equation will be plotted on the graph, we will get a straight line. So there will be two equations, and both the equations, when they will be plotted on the graph, we will get two lines, two straight lines. Now suppose the lines are L1 and L2 on plotting. I will explain how to plot it. Now L1 and L2 are two lines and they are intersecting at the point of P. If it happens, then we will say that the given system of equation has got a unique solution and that the value of x and y of the point P will give us the solution. Unique solution, because the point P, where it lies on L2 as well as on L1. It lies on equation number 1 as well as equation number 2. So the common value that lies on both the equation, which satisfies both the equations, will be known as the solution, and it is the case of unique solution. So in case of unique solution, you will get two intersecting lines. The second one is infinite solution. It is also consistent. In case of unique, they are intersecting lines. Infinite solution, you plotted the line. How to plot? Right now I will explain how to plot the lines. First line you have plotted, and second line also you plotted, and you found on plotting that both the lines overlap each other. They are coincident lines. So how many common points are there? Each and every point are the common point. In this case, how many common points are there? One. That's why it is a unique solution. How many common points are there? Each and every point of the line, and a line is made up of infinite number of points. So there are infinite number of solutions here, and that is again consistent. Inconsistent, that means there is no solution, there is no common point. You plotted the first line, let that first line be L1. Excuse me. You plotted the second line, let it be L2. And you will find that both the two lines are parallel to each other. That means how many common points are there? Not at all, because the lines are parallel. There is no common point. So this case is known as no solution, case of no solution, or inconsistent system of equation. We will now discuss one by one. First, we will take an example to show unique solution, then infinite solution, and then finally no solution. I have written a question on the board. 5 years ago, a father was 3 times as old as his son. 5 years ago, a father was 3 times as old as his son. 10 years later, his age will be 2 times the age of his son. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So, I am giving the solution of it, how to let the age of the father be, let the present age make it. Let the present age of the father be X years and that of son be Y years. Now, according to the question, 5 years ago, father's age. So today father's age is X years. So 5 years ago, the father was X minus 5. And the son 5 years ago, he was also Y minus 5. So 5 years ago, that means X minus 5. The father was 3 times as old as his son. This is the thing. Now just simplify it. X minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 15, or X minus 3y is equal to minus 10. X minus 3y is equal to minus 10 it will be. This is your equation number 1. Now the second phrase, 10 years later, that means today his age, their age are X years and Y years. 10 years later, again you write according to the question, 10 years later father will be X plus 10 years, and question says 10 years later his age will be 2 times as the age of his son. 2 times as the age of his son. So this one, or X plus 10 is equal to 2y plus 20, or X minus 2y is equal to 10. So this one is the equation number 2. So we have represented the system of equation algebraically. So 2 equations are X minus 3y is equal to minus 10 and X minus 2y is equal to 10. Now what to do? Algebraically we have represent the situation. Now graphically we have to do. What to do for that? One thing, whatever linear equation you are having, in order to draw the graph, one thing you have to do, express the equation y in terms of x. That is the most important thing. Y should be expressed in terms of x. That means the first equation can be written as 3y is equal to x plus 10, 3y equals to x plus 10, or y equals to x plus 10 by 3. So this is the thing that you have to do. In first equation, we have expressed y in terms of x. And now you have to make a value chart for the first equation. Value chart. What it is? X and y. X is the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. Now we will put the value of x and corresponding value of y we will calculate. So in doing so, we will put, you see, 20 we are putting over here, 20. If we are putting 20, the x 20 plus 10 by 3, x is equal to 20, 20 plus 10, 20 plus 10, 30, 30 by 3 is equal to 10. Then again we can put here 50, 50 plus 10 by 3, 60 by 3, 60 by 3 will give us 20. So 20 plus 10 by 3, that is 10, and 50 plus 10 by 3, 50 plus 10, 60 by 20. So this is the two, at least you have to take two set of values of x and y. The ordered pairs are 20, 10 and 50, 20. Same thing we will do with the second equation. So second equation can be written as, this second one, that can be written as 2y is equal to x minus 10. Say 2y is equal to x minus 10. That implies y is equal to x minus 10 by 2. X minus 10 by 2. Now again you make a value chart the same way as I have told you. This one is independent variable x, dependent variable y. Now put the value 20. If you are putting over, this is the equation, 2y is equal to x minus 10, y is equal to x minus 10 by 2. If you put the value of x equals to 20, here again, x 20, you will get the value 20 minus 10. 20 minus 10 means 10. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Then put here 50. 50 minus 10, 40. 40 by 2, that will give us 20. So at least two set of values you will find out. Now our calculation is done. Now what we have to do? We have to plot it on the graph. See students, how to plot the graph. You will be given with the graph paper and proper scale you have to take. Y-axis, this one is x-axis, this is the origin, this is y. Now our x values goes up to 50 and y values goes up to 20. So 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In your exam or in your copy, don't forget to write the scale used. That means 10 small division represents 10 units along x-axis and this much units on y-axis, you have to mention this one. And along y-axis also, you have to go up to 20. So this is 10, this is 20, this is 20, 10, 20, 30, and like this. 10, 20, 30, like this. Now the first one, first equation, 20, the ordered pair is 20, 10. X value 20, Y value 10. So this very point. In the graph paper, you can easily locate it. Its abscissa is 20 and ordinate is 10. 10, 20 you have plotted. The second one is 50, 20. This is 50 and 20. This one is 20. You will start from here. You will start from here. Both the point will, they will collide at this point. This one, this one. Now I am doing it roughly. You will do on the graph paper, so accuracy will be there in your calculation. Now with the help of the scale, you join these two lines and produce. This way. So this is the line we have drawn. After drawing it, don't forget to write down the original equation. The original equation goes, first equation, that is x minus 3y plus 10 equals to 0. We can write it. And now the second equation, 20 comma y, 20 comma 5, 20 comma 5, this is the 5, 20x, y is equal to 5, 25, and 50, 20, 50 and 20, the same point, 50, 20, and we will join again these 2 points with the help of the scale very cautiously. Don't forget to give both sides arrow. This is the second line, and dear students, we are finding that this is the second equation. The original name of the second equation is x minus 2y minus 10 equals to 0. This point is 50 comma 20, 50 comma 20. This point is 20, 10, 20. Don't forget to write the coordinates with the help of the pencil. Whatever you do on the graph paper, you will do with the help of the pencil. And this one will be 20 comma 5, and yes, that's thus on plotting both the lines on the graph, thus on plotting both the equations on the graph, we find the lines representing the equations intersect at point 50 comma 20. Therefore x equals to 50 and y equals to 20 is the required solution graphically. That is, age of the father is equal to 50 years and that of son is equal to 20 years. So this is the case where we are getting a unique solution. The very important part of linear equation in two variables is we have to read the question again and again. We have to translate the given question into corresponding equations, and once the equations are framed, the more than 50% work is done by you, because next you have to solve either graphically or algebraically. Right now we are learning the graphical solutions of the equation. So here one more thing, always try to first frame the equation, then express y in terms of x, not x in terms of y. If you are doing x in terms of y, that you will get the same thing, but it is technically wrong. Y should be expressed in terms of x. And then you will make a value chart. In that value chart, at least two set of values you will take. And you will plot these two values on the graph paper. And in this question we are finding these two graphs, lines representing these two graphs are intersecting at a point whose coordinates is 50, 20. Hence, age of father is 50 years and age of the son is 20 years. I hope you have understood the case of unique solution in this way. Now the second question I will go for Yes, the question is, suppose Romila went to a stationery shop. It is exercise 3.2, question number 2. Exercise 3.1, question number 2, and it was question number 1. It is question number 1 I have solved. Now I am coming of 3.1, question number 1, and 3.1 question number 2. Romila went to a stationery shop. You can have this question from your book only. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils. Here is Romila. What she did? Purchase 2 pencils and 3 erasers. 3 erasers for ₹9. ₹9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils. Sonali, 4 pencils. 4 pencils and 6 erasers. Of the same kind for ₹18. Now the question says, represent the situation. Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Same thing. Whatever we have learnt, in the same way we will proceed. First, framing of the linear equation in two variables. Let the price of a pencil be ₹X and that of and eraser be rupees Y. According to the question, the first question, Romila, 2 pencils and 3 erasers. 2 pencils means 2x. 2 and 3 erasers, 3y is equal to 9. And Sonali, 4 pencils and 6 erasers. 4 pencils, that is 4x, 6 erasers, 6y, and she is paying rupees 18. This one is your equation number 1. This one is your equation number 2. So algebraically we have represented. Now what else? What we need more? We have to represent it graphically. So the same way we will proceed. We will express y in terms of x. 3y is equal to 9 minus 2x. That gives us y is equal to 9 minus 2x upon 3. This one is, okay, first the value chart. For the first equation I am making x and y. Say, if we put the value of x equals to 0, we will get it 3. 9 minus 0 by 3, that is 3. If we put the value of x equals to 4.5, then y becomes 0. So 2 set of values for equation number 1 we have done, and the second equation we can write 6y is equal to 18 minus 4x, or y is equal to 18 minus 4x by 6. 18 minus 4x by 6. You can take 2 as common. 9 minus 2x by 6, and it is 3. See, y is equal to 9 minus 2x by 3. Students, see, on simplification we are finding that the second equation and first equation there is no change at all. We will take a value chart once again for the equation number 2. At least 2. You can take more than 2, at least 2 pair of values. Again, we can put here 4.0. If you are putting 0, you will get 3. If you are putting 4.5, you will get 0. So see, what we are finding, same set of values. 0 and 3 is satisfying, as well as 4.5 and 0 is also satisfying the given equation. So we can say the given 2 equations are actually, basically they are the same equations, and hence the system of equation will represent overlapping lines, coincident lines. Now let me draw it. This one is y-axis, this one is x-axis. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. X-axis 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And along y-axis 3, 0, 1, this is 2, this is 3, 3, 2, 1. First 0, 3, 0, 3, this very point. Second one is 4.5, 0, 4.5. It falls in between 4 and 5. 4.5 and 0, this very point. Now you join it with the help of a scale. You don't forget to use the scale over here. Your line will be a straight line. And the second one, if you plot same values, you will get the same line falling over that. So what we are finding, that on plotting after this, All the work on the graph you will do with the help of a pencil, with the help of a scale, and after that you will write on plotting both the equations on graph, we find that lines representing the equations coincide with each other. Hence, the given system of equations has got infinite solution. What it means? All the points which are in the first line, same are the points which are on the second line. So all the points will coincide with this, the first line. The line number 1 is this one, line number 2 is that one. They are overlapping, common point, infinite number of points. So this was your question number 2 of 3.1. One more question I will discuss, and that will be the third one. I hope students you are getting the thing. While you will do these sums, if you feel any sort of problem, don't hesitate to ask me your problems. Let me know your problems. It is very easy because in the standard 9 you have learned how to draw a straight line, so you will not find much difficulty in it. Question 3 of the same exercise. The cost of 2 bananas and 4 oranges is rupees 10. So 2 bananas and 4 oranges, rupees 10. And cost of 3 bananas and 6 oranges. 3 bananas and 6 oranges, rupees 12. Again same, algebraically and graphically represent the situation algebraically and graphically. What will be our first one? Framing of the linear equation in 2 variables. For that we will say, let the price of a banana be rupees X and that of an orange be rupees Y. This is the first assumption. This is the first thing that we will write. Now 4 oranges means 1 orange rupees X, 4 orange will be 4X. According to the question, 2 bananas and 4 oranges. So 2X plus 4Y is equal to how much? Rupees 10. 1 banana, rupees X. 2 bananas, 2X. 1 orange, rupees Y. 4 oranges, 4Y. So expenses according to the question, 2X plus 4Y equals to rupees 10. And the second condition, 3 oranges and 6 bananas, 3 bananas and 6 oranges, 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. This is your equation number 1. This one is your equation number 2. Now we will have to plot it on the graph. Same thing, same method we will adopt. What we will do, we will express y in terms of x. 4y is equal to 10 minus 2x, or y is equal to 10 minus 2x by 4. Take 2 as common. 2, 5 minus x by 4. 2 to the 5 minus x upon 2. I hope it is visible, students. Now the value chart. You can take more than 2 values also, at least 2 values are needed. Now y equals to 5 minus x by 2, x independent variable. Put x equals to 5, you will get 0, 5, 0. Now x equals to 5, so 0. Now you can put x equals to 3, x equals to 3, you will get 1. So 5, 0, and by putting x equals to 3, you will get 1. That is all about your equation number 1. Now come to equation number 2. This equation number 2 can be written as 6y is equal to 12 minus 3x. That gives us y equals to 12 minus 3x by 6. Y is equal to, take 3 as common, 4 minus x by 6 to 4 minus x by 2. Now again a value chart for the second equation you will make, students. This is for the second. Here is x, this is y. Put x equals to 4, y equals to 0. Put x equals to 2, y equals to 1. 4 minus 2 by 2, that is 1. So we have taken the value chart. We have calculated the values. Now we will plot it graphically. While you are plotting on the graph, I am doing on rough, but you will do on the graph paper, so you must mention the scale that you are using on the graph paper. What to do? 2 mutually perpendicular lines, x-axis and y-axis. This is the origin. X value goes up to 5, highest value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 small units represent 5. 10 small units represent 1 unit along x-axis. And similarly, whatever scale you will take, you will write over here 10 small squares represent 1 unit, or whatever. The value, highest value of y is 1 in both the cases. 0, this is 1, you mark it 2, you mark it 3, 3, 2, 1. Now the first line, 5, 0, this one is the very point. This is 5, 0. You can write it 5, 0, the coordinate with the help of the pencil only. 3, 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. This very point. So this is 3, 1. And you join it with the help of the scale. You take the scale, join it, produce it on either side, no harm in it. And this equation is actually your 2x plus 4y is equal to 10. Now the second equation we will plot. 4, 0. This is the 4, 0. You can write it here. 4, 0 with the help of a pencil only. And 2, 1. This is 2 and this one is 1. This is 2, 1 with the help of a pencil, and we will join this and produce. If you plot these two graphs very carefully and accurately, that you will do because you have understood how to plot, then you will find that in this case the lines are parallel. So what is the common point that we are having? There is no common point at all, because the two lines are parallel. Intersecting lines, one common point, unique solution. Overlapping lines, n number of points, infinite number of solutions. Two parallel lines, no solutions at all. So you will write, on plotting both the equations on the graph, we find that the lines representing the equation, the equations are parallel to each other. Therefore, the given system of equations has got no solution, or what they are? Inconsistent. That means they are having no solution. So, dear students, I told you how to draw, how to solve linear equations graphically, and in this connection I had explained three problems. One, two questions are consistent. One is unique solution, the second one is infinite solution. First one is consistent, unique solution it was. Second one, it was again consistent because it had n number of solution, infinite number of solution. The third question that of bananas and oranges from your NCERT book, we find that the lines representing these two equations are parallel to each other. That means there is no common point. Hence the system of equation has got no solution at all. Hope students, you have understood what is graphical method, what is equation, why it is called linear equation. First order equation is called, first degree equation is called linear equation, and linear means adjective derived from the word line. So when a first degree equation is plotted on the graph, we will get the lines, and it is all about the lines, and three cases we have done. In our next class, when we will meet students, we will do with the algebraic method. You try to complete the exercise by your own, and whatever problem you face, don't hesitate. Feel free to ask me the questions or doubts. Till then, goodbye students.